What up, YouTube? It's your boy Golden Sin. And do you guys remember how easy you had it when you were a kid? No debt, no responsibilities, your mom picked out your clothes, did your laundry, made your bed, fed you, took care of you. All you had to do was exist. Being a kid was the shit. I miss my childhood. Now that I'm 31 and because of my heavy marijuana use in college and in my early 20s, I could barely remember shit from my childhood. But one thing that sticks out, the one thing I can clearly remember because it helped mold my character and who I am today, is when I got my first computer. We had a computer lab in my grade school equipped with Macs. At the time, Apple computers had a dominating presence in the education sector, and I was one of very few students in that class that took that shit serious. While everyone was playing Oregon Trail and laughing when one of their family members got dysentery, I was learning AppleScript, as well as learning what makes a computer tick. I begged my parents for one. Sadly, it was financially impossible for my family to provide me with one. My father, who's actually my stepfather, had just started a union job and we were just starting to get on our feet, but still far from being able to afford one. I'd go to the library that was across the street from my school and borrow books about PCs. Books like Macs for Dummies, PCs for Dummies, simple shit like that. I wanted to learn as much as I could cause I knew I was gonna get one day and I wanted to be prepared. Some of my friends were lucky enough to get a PC and those unworthy bastards didn't know shit about it other than playing Wolfenstein or Leisure Suit Larry. Shit, even I knew you had to type in CD win at the DOS prompt. I was the only kid in my class to excel in our typing class. Till this day it irks me to see someone type with one finger and not place their hands in the home position. I was a computer nerd before I even owned a computer, a ninja without ever having stepped foot in a dojo. And then, in the spring of '97, still in my freshman year of high school, that's grade 8 for all you Canadians who refer to grades in a weird way, my parents told me they had enough to get me a computer. We took the F train from Bensonhurst, Brooklyn to Herald Square, Manhattan to a computer and electronics store called CompUSA, which I believe is still in business. As a matter of fact, I went there many years later and bought my first mini disc player. That shit was the shit before iPods came out. We perused the aisles, bypassing all the 486s, 586s, 686s, or whatever the fuck the Windows PCs were back in those days, and I focused on the Macs. Like a kid in Toys R Us staring at a Super Nintendo behind a display case, I pointed at the one I wanted, and before you know it, we were back home unboxing my dreams. It was an Apple PowerPC 6500, preloaded with macOS 8.0. I immediately went to work assembling it, booting it up, personalizing it, using the built-in apps and the bonus software it came with. Then came the last piece of the puzzle, an AOL 3.0 floppy disk. One of many that were just laying around the house. Popped it in, installed it, asked permission from my parents to use our phone line we recently got that year, cause prior to that we went 6 years without a home phone or landline, and within a few minutes and no credit card required, I was online, greeted with the ever so popular, "Welcome, you've got mail," and my life was forever changed after that. When I went into chat rooms, wannabe hackers who used proggies couldn't punt me because I was on a Mac. I felt special. I discovered bulletin boards and forums on how to troubleshoot my own problems cause I was on my own. My parents couldn't help me cause they didn't speak a lick of English. I became my own technical support and now I'm the go-to guy in my circle of friends and family when it comes to PC problems. Being tech savvy has gotten me where I am today. I'm the guy who gets a smile on his face when my wife tells my daughter,
"Don't worry, your dad will fix it."
Getting my first computer and my introduction to tech is the defining moment of my childhood. It's your boy Golden Sin. Make sure you give that like button a swift kick in the ass. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out this motherfucker. Peace!
Round 1. Fight!
What's up, everyone? It's Killer36 here, and before I start, let me just say, is there anything better than just letting it all hang out, doing a commentary and drinking some chocolate milk? No, there isn't, actually. Alright, so first and foremost, let me talk about this gameplay real fast. I'm running with a pretty suicidal kill streak. It's not suicidal, but all or nothing. That's what we should call it. Definitely an all or nothing kill streak. I start with my VTOL warship. That's my first one. Then I get dogs in a swarm, and you see I really just choke it up there because I got my VTOL, I got my dogs. All I need to do is trip on a damn enemy, and I'll get my swarm. But yeah, I totally choked that one out. Came in there, he got me up. He got me pretty good. Now, let's get to the actual video here. I'm so excited, you know. The C3, video number 1, the topic. So, I go into my YouTube inbox. I'm like, man, what could it be? What could it be? Oh my gosh, oh my god. Excuse me. And I open it, and the look on my face, alright, when I read the topic, was... Any of you wrestling fans out there will get this, but do you remember when Bubba Ray Dudley powerbombed Mae Young through that table, and he sat there and stood at the camera for like 10 minutes, and he made everybody in the arena and everybody sitting at home awkward as fuck? So I read the topic, and I go to that Bubba Ray just... But you know what? You know what? Here's the thing. It took me for a loop. It was a curveball. It was something I did not expect, alright? Then ideas started coming to me. The creative process starts rolling. And when I say rolling, I'm talking about a ball of butcher knives. Just kidding. Not really. But it came to me. There is a little story that I needed to share with you guys that happened to me. Now, it may not be the most defining moment, but it was some of the most impact that I've ever had in my life. Just that precise moment. And it happened in 5th grade, alright? Let me just lay this out for you. So my teacher, I can give her name now because what does it really matter? Mrs. Duke, alright? Mrs. Duke. Oh, Mrs. Duke. She was a good-looking teacher, you know, hot teacher. And I remember she just found out she was pregnant whenever she was pregnant more than like a month or something. Whenever you get morning sickness. She had morning sickness. And I remember she was at her desk, and she kind of threw up a little bit. And she ran to the bathroom real fast. And she got all over her blouse. So when she had threw up, it came down on her blouse a little bit. So for the rest of the day, she had her shirt off, right? So all she had was a bra, right? And she just had her coat on, and she just zipped it up. Alright, well, long story short, she had recess that day, and so we all go out for recess, whatever, you know, she's wearing her coat, that's cool, you know, it's gone, it's out of your mind. We come inside, we all take our seats. She comes in, just opens the door, you know, and we all look at her. And she proceeds to just, I don't know if she was just in robot mode or what, just unzips her coat and takes it off. And in that moment of just like seeing like her breasts were like right there. And I was just like, it was like that Ralphie, like, oh, fudge. I seriously thought I was going to grow a beard right there. And it was such a defining moment in my life. You know, not that I went to manhood that next day, but it was just like, you know, how often do you get to see, you know, you're in 5th grade, 10 years old, that sounds about right, and just seeing your wife's, or your teacher's tits, like, are like right there. Yeah, she still had a bra on, but gosh damn, you know, like, it was just like, what? Needless to say, you know, she covered up right away, and, you know, she asked us not to tell anybody, and she still had her job, and, you know, as far as I know, she never got fired for it. So anyways, I just wanted to share that story with you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. And that was kind of like the most impact-defining moment, you know, like in one of my childhoods. First thing that came to mind, I thought, was like, man, okay, yeah, I have to talk about this. So, you guys take it easy. Peace out. I hope you guys have a great fucking week. And, you know, if you like the video, give me a like, and maybe I can talk to you guys next week. Peace out.